Hey, good morning everyone. Pasay Baller here. Andito po ulit tayo ngayon for our MPBL predictions. We have 3 games for today, July 1st, 2024. Again, 3 games ang meron tayo ngayon. Gagawin lang natin sa isang video, kagaya ng ginawa natin last time, which was Saturday. Congratulations sa mga naglagay, sa mga nanalo. All of our predictions last Saturday dun sa MPBL, all 3 were correct. So hopefully, okay din tong or successful din tong predictions natin for today or for this particular video. Again, I'm just inviting everyone who have not subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Pasay Baller. Paki-click lang po yung subscribe button sa baba and that bell logo. Also click on that para pagka meron tayong bagong video, mano-notify kayo. Alright. Also, for those who are interested for our MLB premium picks or best picks, you can actually reach us through Instagram, Telegram, WhatsApp, or even Messenger account. Just take a look at the descriptions of our videos and doon paano nyo kaming i-reach out. You can actually reach us to us and we'll let you know how to go through the process so that we can actually send you the best pick that we have each and every freaking day until the World Series. Okay? Alright, so there we go. So sige, let's talk about this. Again, we have 3 games for today. Let's talk about the first game. This is going to be between Bulacan Cuyas and Iloilo United Royals. Alright? That one will be at 4 o'clock p.m. By the way, ang ating venue will be in San Andres Sports Complex. Obviously, that's in Manila. Nung varsity pa tayo nung high school, yun yung venue namin. Okay, tagal na no. Yun na yung kailan. Tagal na yun. Okay, so Bulacan Cuyas, right now they have like a couple of wins dito sa series. While Iloilo, it's not that they are super successful. They only have 5 wins so far. But definitely they have better showing as compared to Bulacan Cuyas. Not just in terms of the the number of wins, but also if you take a look at the roster that they had, mas nagpalakas tong Iloilo. Yung mga nangyaring improvements lately or dagdag lately, medyo na-boost talaga tong capability na tong Iloilo na to. The spread, by the way, that is given is minus 10.5. That's given towards Iloilo. Medyo sa totoo lang, nag-aalangan ako dun sa points, minus 10.5. Pero if you take a look at how these two teams have performed, definitely Iloilo ang better team. And again, with who Iloilo has right now, I mean, take a look at their lineup. Nonoy, tapos si Cancino, diba? That combo is just a killer. We all saw them played in UST at one point. Sabay sila in UST, instantly became a giant at that particular season, right? So, konting rhythm lang kinakailangan ng Iloilo para magkasabay-sabay uli sila and for them to perform well. And this game against Bulacan, who is struggling big time, diba? They're one of those na sa talagang ibaba ng ating standings. This is a perfect opportunity for Iloilo to actually grab a win and perhaps establish a good rhythm for themselves. The spread of minus 10.5, just like what I said earlier, medyo nag-aalangan ako. Pero, of course, we gotta choose. I will still pick Iloilo on this, minus 10.5. I think they would have enough to actually cover that. I don't know. I'm not sure if you've actually watched Iloilo played against Quezon, and Quezon is one of the giants right now. Wala pa rin silang talo, di ba? Yung Quezon. But they actually made it close. They actually made it close until 4th quarter, mga bandang dulo na lang ng 4th. Medyo lumayo yung Quezon, but Iloilo made it close. I guess at some points of the game, they even had the lead, or the game was even the game was even tied. So again, on this first game, I will go ahead and side with Iloilo, and I'll go ahead and take that minus 10.5. Now, itong pangalawang game natin, this will be This will be between Abra Weavers and Batangas City Tanduay Ram Masters. Pull up ko lang yung standings para mas maganda. These two teams are actually doing okay. Matter of fact, Batangas is actually doing great for this season. Starting with Batangas, they have a record of 11 wins and 3 losses dito sa season na to. While Abra is actually having a record of 8 wins and 6 losses. So, obviously, Batangas is having a better record, but Abra is also performing well, going above 500% mark of their win-loss record. The spread that is given is minus 2.5, and that's given towards Batangas City. Just like what I said kanina dun sa Iloilo, Abra, they had some changes, they had some roster changes, movements, or however you want to call it, that really boosted their capability to win. Diba? Okay naman yung Abra start of the season, but they just became better because of those movements, diba? I have a couple of friends dito sa Abra na to. Message ko nga kanina, wishing them well for this particular game, and they just became better, diba? Sobrang nagkataon naman kasi ang kalaban nila for today is Batangas City. And Batangas City, for me, one of the giants that we have. If we have to divide yung standings natin into 3, diba, giants, mid performers, tsaka dito sa mga bottom sellers, definitely Batangas should be on top. Nandito sila sa mga giants natin. Diba? Just take a look at their records: 11 wins, 3 losses. They went up against Quezon City, and wala pang talo Quezon, diba? And they even forced it into OT, diba? Akala ko nga panalo na Batangas sa totoo lang. So that's how good Batangas has been, and this is gonna be tough. Nagulat nga ako when I took a look at the spread. Nagulat ako na minus 2.5 lang ang bigay, to be quite honest, you know. Take a look at the record, medyo malayo rin yung difference ng dalawa, di ba? But again, siguro taas na ng respeto ng mga gumagawa ng plus-minus na yan dito sa Abra because of the boost that they had in their roster. Personally, I would really want Abra to win because of those friends that I have, because of those schoolmates that I have. But in terms of prediction, man, sobrang lakas kasi talaga ng Batangas. So I don't want to go against Batangas, especially na yung spread is minus 2.5 lang. I feel like they really have more than enough skill set para manalo for today, and at the same time to cover that spread, which is again just one possession, minus 2.5. So on this one, again, yung puso ko gustong manalo ang Abra because of my brothers and because of my friends there. But I feel like it will be Batangas who will win and cover the spread of minus 2.5. All right. Now let's go ahead and move forward dito sa ating main event, diba? Ang ating main event na to is napakaganda. Of course, again, sa San Andres ang venue nito, so may home court advantage is ang Manila Batang Sampaloc, and their visitor or their opponent is South Cotabato Warriors. Okay? Manila Batang Sampaloc, tingnan muna natin yung mga records itong dalawang teams na to. Again, both teams are winning. Starting with Manila. Saan si Manila? Manila has a record of 11 wins and 4 losses. While yung kanilang kalaban, South Cotabato, is actually having the same record, 11 wins and 4 losses. Yung spread na nakita ko kasi is minus 7.5. Diba? Sa totoo lang, nag-aalangan din ako dito. Minus 7.5, diba? And again, I have a lot of respect with South Cotabato. I know Manila has been winning lately, especially when they got Greg Slaughter. Greg Slaughter is just a monster, you know. He's just like an elephant out there. A King Kong, kumbaga. No choice ka kundi double talaga si Greg, eh, diba? You know, if you want to go one-on-one with Greg, then it's either foul yan or knock yan, diba? I know Greg is no longer the Greg Slaughter that we knew maybe 5 years ago. 5 years, 7 years ago. But Greg is still Greg, and you can't teach size, sabi nga nila. And Greg still knows how to put the ball inside the basket. So no choice ka kundi i-double talaga si Greg, and that actually leaves a lot of openings sa 3-point shots or sa outside shooting ng Manila. And their coaching staff, tinitake advantage talaga yun. A lot of people are actually looking at si Greg ang nagpanalo and all that, but really, yung shooters ng Manila, yung talagang bumubuhat sa kanila. Of course, because of Greg. Kasi ngayon nga, nadidistract ni Greg ang depensa ng kalaban. So, it's really gonna be tough unless meron kang Junmar Fajardo na pangbantay kay Greg, di ba? Which is bihira naman yan sa MPBL, yung mga ganyang kalaki, yung mga ganyang halimaw, kumbaga. But again, South Cotabato, they have enough offense. For me, they have enough offense naman para makipagsabayan dito sa Manila. Again, take a look at their performance. Pareho naman sila maganda at 11-4. Sometimes that's the way you do it, diba? Sometimes you can't stop yung kalaban because they have someone big or because they have this very good point guard na napaka-shooter. Kahit anong gawin mo hindi talaga, then try mo na lang talagang sumugal sa offense. Siguraduhin nyo lang mas efficient ang offense ninyo, mas mataas ang field goal percentage ninyo for you to still have a chance to win the game. And tingin ko, dun idadaan ng South Cotabato yan. If ever they could win, they would really try to win. I mean, run. If they could run, they would run. They have the advantage to that because of Greg. Siyempre, mabagal si Greg. Yung tuhod pa yan, di ba? If ever they could actually create an offense which will really favor them because of Greg. Madami naman kang pwedeng maging offense because the opponent has someone big and someone slow. Napakarami niyan. Instantly, meron agad ako naisip na 5 plays na pwede. So, mas lalo yung mga coaching staff ng South Cotabato, mas experienced siya, mas magaling yan. So, doon tingin ko idadaan ng South Cotabato yan. Although tingin ko mananalo pa rin is Manila. Because of the roster. Mas malakas ang roster ng Manila. Again, I have lots of respect with South Cotabato, but I feel like this is gonna be Manila winning the game. If you take a look at the last 5 games, Manila has won all of them. But all of those 5, but itong South Cotabato, pretty solid din naman. But for their last 5 games, they have lost one. Diba? They have lost one of those games. Gonna be tough in terms of the minus 7.5, diba? Akaalam, ang galing din naman gumagawa ng mga plus-minus, diba? Ang hirap. It could really go either way in terms of the plus-minus in here. But I'm gonna go with the plus in here. Again, I feel like Manila will win the game, but the 7.5 spread is just for me too much for a team like South Cotabato. Just like what I said earlier, they have skill set enough para makipagsabayan sa offense. Although yun na nga, sa dulo, Manila mananalo, pero yung 7.5 parang ang laki yan. Nalalakihan ako. Para sa South Cotabato, they can score. They can definitely score, they can run, they can shoot the ball. So, I would take South Cotabato plus 7.5 in terms of yung plus-minus. Okay, so let's have a short recap dun sa ating mga picks for today. Yung first game natin, we will be siding with Iloilo United Royals with a minus 10.5. Now, for the second game, we will be picking Batangas City Tanduay Rumba Masters with a minus 2.5. While for the third and the last game, we will be picking South Cotabato with a plus 7.5 spread. Okay? So those are the 3 predictions that we have for today. Paki-share na lang to sa mga mahilig sa MPBL dyan. Paki-like, paki-click yung bell button para may konti kita tayo. Nagutom po talaga ngayon June at July. Okay? So ingat po kayo lagi. Control natin yung pagposta natin. And ingat palagi. Take care of your family and friends. Peace out. Pasay love.